Good morning, it's day 14. I'm back at Winding Stair Gap. Had a great zero. Hope it was okay having that day off yesterday. And I didn't record much during the zero because when you try to do things and then you record it at the same time, it takes so much longer to do those things. And I just had to get these videos edited. The whole audio thing forced me to take a lot longer than I normally would have wanted to. But it's day 14 now, and I'm ready to go. I have thrown away my media mod, so my audio problems should be largely over. Fortunately, I did pack a wind slayer. It's like a foam block that just sits over the GoPro, and that should block out all the wind. I've tested it before and it seemed pretty good, so looking forward to it. And the hardest part about getting dropped off at a parking lot is finding the trail. Sunset did tell us which way to go, so I'm going that way, but I do have a tendency of getting lost quite often, so I have to be careful here. Today we're gonna go I'll try for 15, because tomorrow I'd like to go into the Knock and go to like a campground area for tomorrow night. I'd like to stay somewhere and just get another video done. I don't think there's any way I can get all the way to Fontana Lodge, and I might be a video behind if I do that, so I still have to deal with one video where there's no audio, and that takes me a little bit more time to work on. Well, you would have seen it by now. All right, let's cross this busy road and then get onto the trail. The stay at Chica and Sunsets was really nice. Those two are so nice and accommodating. They took us to the grocery store and he just sat out there, waited for us to get everything. He said it would take just as long to drive home and come back to pick us up anyway. But yeah, and Sunset's taller than I thought it was gonna be. But yeah, the hostel is decorated super well. I was impressed with all the stuff hanging on the walls. I know I didn't film much of it at all. I was just so busy, but it was really nice. They also had this thing in place where people could donate stays, so you could just pay for a hiker. And Mike and I, we both had one night paid for by donations. So thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the one night at the hostel. Very much appreciated. It's very good to stay in Franklin and 2 nights. My first zero. I feel so much better now that I finally got a zero and my legs feel so much better. So thank you again, Psyop. Now this is the first sighting on this trail for me, well, this year, but look at off the side of the trail. All this is dug out. I can only think of one thing that would do this. Wild boar. I don't think anything else would cause this much damage. Running the side of the trail, bears wouldn't, just in a long line like this. Pretty sure wild pigs are out here. I'd love to see one. I've only seen the butt end of one in Croatia one time. I'd love to see one. Not too close. Do wild boar get rabies? I know I talk about rabies a lot. So thanks for everyone that told me that opossums generally don't get rabies because their body temperature is too low. It's quite interesting that if the body temperature is too low, the rabies virus doesn't survive. I actually saw this 15-minute video about all about rabies and how it affects the body, and the way once the body's infected, it goes into the nervous system, into the brain, and into the salivary ducts. Quite interesting. I don't want rabies. I think one of the most interesting things was the fact that the rabies virus enters into the salivary ducts, and animals generally, when they attack each other, they'll bite, and that's how it spreads. But humans, when they want to attack because of aggression, they throw things, punch things. They rarely ever bite. So that's why humans don't transmit rabies. It's quite interesting. Oh yeah, of course boar get rabies. Old Yeller, right? Old Yeller. Is that realistic though? I don't know. Siler Bald. It's a steep one. We're almost there. Siler Bald. Oh wow. Oh wow. Wide open 360 views. Holy cow. It's pretty amazing. It's worth the side trail up here. Here, I'll let you take a look so I'm not blocking your view. This is actually the first bald on the AT. Well, we're off the AT, but it's the first bald we get to, Siler Bald. Bald is, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's generally just an open area, usually on top of a hill. So there's a Wyatt Bald, and there's a big popular one, I forget the name, but it's a big one that got really littered that one year. But Siler Bald, wide open, 360 views. We got some trees though, so I think once in the spring you're gonna get a little blocked, but it's beautiful. After this, we actually hit another one called Wayah Bald. I guess in Cherokee, Wayah means wolf. And there's also a fire tower up there. Maybe not a fire tower, but there's a watchtower, so we can go up there and check it out. So let's get going. We got a long day. We got 2 balds and we got 15 miles today. It's gonna be a long day, but beautiful. I'm by myself too. It's always weird when you're someplace beautiful with beautiful weather and you're by yourself. Although it's a weekday, I admit, but it's all mine. I haven't seen anybody. All mine. Come on up sometime. By the way, this is how I usually wear a chamois when it's really windy out there. It was getting kind of cold, but I didn't want my hat flying off, and this holds the hat in place and keeps my ears warm. So I'll do this quite a bit. Anytime it's really windy, it's not the coolest look anywhere, but I'll do it quite often. If there was like a fashion competition, whoa, I would lose so badly. I have to say, these white blazes are so nice. On other trails I've been, you wind up hiking forever and you really don't know where you are. You gotta keep pulling out your phone and make sure you're on the trail. But every time I've been walking and wondered, am I still on the trail? And I do think that a lot. I look around and there's a white blaze and I go, oh, nice. And it's comforting that they pop up every now and then like that. It's very nice. Wow, look at this tree here. It's got little cavities all over. 3 there. What happened here? And then it splits. And it's got some of those burls. Weird tree. We're at Wyatt Gap and there's a paved road here. Check it out. The sign for Wyatt Bald Tower. I guess we go up over here. Oh. Yep. That looks like we're going up. Here's another crazy tree. Look at the roots there. It looks like a fire burned in the middle. And somehow just the outer edges, just the legs survived. Very bizarre. Let's take a look inside. and see what we see up inside. Good luck, camera. Anything? We made the climb to Wyatt Bald. There's only just like a little paved walkway up to it. Let's go up there. I'd like to book a spot for the place I want to stay tomorrow. I just need a bed, warm bed where I can work. But yeah, as you can see, all the trees are dead around here. I don't know if it was 2016 or late 2015, but a fire swept through and it actually burned the entire covering of the tower here. But a bulk of the tower is made out of bricks and concrete, and that survived. And the following year they built it back up. Looks really nice. It was kind of sad when other vloggers were going up there and you see, like, you know, the signs where it tells you where what peaks are what, and it's just all charred. I mean, some people would be really sad that all these trees are dead, but they kind of have their own beauty to it, don't they? Kind of like they're bleached white. All the bark has fallen off them. I think they're quite unique. Here's the tower up ahead. And wow, the views are opening up here. There's a little billboard about the history of this tower. I don't know if I've ever seen this in other people's vlogs, but this is what the tower used to look like. It was actually a full-blown watchtower where people would look for fires and stuff. But I guess around 1945, water got into the cracks and use of it was discontinued. And they removed the upper decking so nobody can go up there. But then in 1983, they reconstructed the upper portion so people can go up there. There it is. It's kind of crazy that I'm the only one here as far as I can tell. Why is it every time I go somewhere I'm the only one there? It's crazy. Am I on the AT? Did everyone disappear? I'm the only one left. Oh, there's a white blaze here. I guess the trail comes through here. Let's go check out the inside. Here it is, the Wyatt Bald Tower. And check out this lookout. Nice. I mean, you can tell it's all new. There's graffiti all over it already. But all these signs are new. And there are just a bazillion peaks and mountains everywhere here. What is going on? Gaps, ridge bald. It's a madhouse. Some amazing views. For some reason around here, there are a ton of these moss-covered logs everywhere. I just had a realization. If I slipped and hit my head and rolled down a hill, are people gonna just walk by me thinking I'm just a moss-covered log as well? I don't know if this color is the best idea. I thought I'd use this not too hard portion of the trail to talk about a comment that comes up quite often. People are always telling me to sleep with things in my quilt and whatnot. And the reason I don't, like the reason I'm not using a Sawyer or any of the ceramic filters is on the Arizona Trail, I slept with it almost every night. Maybe there were 2 or 3 nights I didn't, and it just got annoying. And I always sleep with my cell phone just so its batteries are warmed up and, you know, ready to go in the morning. But other than that, I don't sleep with anything. So right now I'm just sleeping with my cell phone. People keep saying, sleep with your water, sleep with your battery banks, sleep with all your batteries. But I have a lot of batteries and I can't sleep with my phone or my camera. I would probably destroy it. And unfortunately, I don't want to pull the batteries off from the camera for too long. All the times would get screwed up. So yeah, the thing is with the cold and the batteries is the cold doesn't sap the power from the batteries necessarily. The colder temperatures makes the chemicals within the batteries more inert. So when it's cold, your battery bank may say it's got much less power than it really has, just because at that time the chemicals just aren't as active. So if you heat it up, it'll actually go back to normal, close to normal. I haven't done a thorough test, but it doesn't just lose power. So I like to just leave all my batteries out. If I need to charge my phone, I'll warm a battery bank like inside my jacket or something, and I'll also warm my phone because I want the sending battery with power and I want the receiving battery warmer, so I don't cause further lithium plating on my batteries. That's the gist of it. I just don't like to sleep with anything. I'll put my water bottle right next to my sleeping pad, and most times the little ambient temperature coming off the side will keep it from freezing, but I refuse to sleep with it. I actually tried doing that the second night on AT, and it was miserable. It's so cold, and you got this cold thing and it keeps falling to the side. And the problem with it too is when it falls to the side, it pulls the quilt down, and that actually compresses it down, so it makes you colder. No fun. So I'll only be sleeping with my phone. The trail is right here. This is the biggest blowdown pile yet I've seen. It looks like everyone cuts off to the left there. It's quite steep, but oh my god. Oh. It's quite a blowdown. I wonder what had happened. Looks old. I love how the trees, when you look at it, I love how the trees, when you look closely at it, there's like this sheath over the layers of wood. It reminds me of like muscle fascia or something. Isn't it crazy? Ew, if that's not, oh, it's not sticky. Good. I have the last big climb of the day here. It's 700 feet over like 1.3 miles. Constant climb. Did you ever get the hiccups when you're hiking? It stopped, it seems like, but for a while there, like when I climb, I like to have a rhythm of my breathing. I'll just try to keep a pace going. But then when you hiccup, it just like breaks it up, and you, I don't know, it's like bumping a record player or something. I think most of my viewers are old enough to know what record players are. Big climb today. And then tomorrow we're gonna go past the knock and then keep going. And then I'll tell you my plans later though. But as soon as I get to the shelter, I'm gonna set up my tent, I'm gonna eat, and I'm just gonna go inside. I'm so sleepy right now. My eyes are just like, I gotta get some sleep. I gotta get some rest from my zero. Whew. Here's Cold Spring Shelter. I finally made it. It's a small little shelter. From the Guthook's description that they say mice are a problem. So I am going to set up my tent somewhere. There should be bear hanging pulleys somewhere. I mostly wanted to camp here just so I could use the pulleys. I'll just keep walking around until I find them. I don't know where they are. Well, I'm gonna get water first. What's interesting is there's a spring right in front of the shelter. Maybe like 30 feet from it. It's flowing nicely. We have a pretty nice little campsite up here. Beautiful views out this way. And the sun's setting that way. Look what I got. Stick of butter. I'm gonna put in 2 tablespoons. Basically 1/8 of a cup. Maybe not that much. I don't know. Yeah, I think 2 tablespoons. That's good. It's good calories. It's still hard. It's been cold all day, even with the sun hitting my backpack. Well, that's it tonight, folks. I ate. It's a pretty nice campsite. I got a good view of Franklin from here. And I got everything sorted here. I just have to set up my sleeping pad and just lay everything else out. Take my vitamins. Usual chores for going to bed. But I'm super sleepy. So as soon as I'm done, I'm going to get warm, comfortable, and I'm just going to pass out. I can't wait. I used to joke that, I think I mentioned earlier today, I don't know. But I always say that, like, because when you vlog, and if you put a lot of effort into your editing, it just takes so long that when you're in town, you just edit all the time. edit, and then do your chores and edit. And then when you get out back into the woods, all that like pressure is gone, and it's because it's just too cold to edit anyway. So you just like relax, sleep 10 hours a day. I call it my vacation from my zeros. So looking forward to that. The first night's always so nice because you just sleep. All right, thanks for watching. Take care, and y'all have a good day.